can be turned around. It's not too late.
Right.
Come back to God and come back to the understanding that you need him more than he need you. I remember Sam cooking the soul stirrers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is it's an age-related thing. Sam cooking the soul stirrers had a song said, "Come, let us go back to God." They recorded it in 1951 on Specialty Records.
Greetings, family. My name is Brother Jamil Muhammad, and they done messed up and let me be a guest introductor to such a beautiful occasion. The executive producer, of course, Brother Stevie. Y'all know Brother Stevie.
Yes.
And of course, Brother Minister Kevin O'Brien. Y'all know Brother Kevin. Not for the jump shot, but y'all know him. But Brother Kevin, take us further into, the surprise that you got for us and your listeners. At the end of the day, it's such a blessing to be here, brother.
Oh, of course.
Take us into it.
It is. I want to introduce to the podcast audience from Bay 100. I want all the listeners and all the believers and all the faith barriers to listen at this bio on this beautiful brother, Minister Jamil Muhammad. He's a long-time helper of the minister, Louis Farrakhan, and he is very happy for having the opportunity. He was born in Cincinnati, reared there in Washington, D.C. Brother Jamil began his labor with Minister Louis Farrakhan during his sophomore year at Howard University in 1978. From that time, Minister Muhammad rose quickly in the ranks of the growing and the rebuilding of the Nation of Islam, assuming his first ministry post in 1981 down in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
Where he served many mosques, some down in Philadelphia, Baltimore, and even Atlanta. He served as Southern Regional Minister responsible for the entire Deep South. In 1998, Minister Louis Farrakhan brought Brother Student Minister Jamil to Chicago in the capacity of Special Assistant to the Minister. In 2001, Brother Minister Farrakhan appointed him to serve as one of his national spokesmen, a veteran of appearances on radio, television, and in print. Brother Jamil is glad for those experiences, but his greatest love is sharing the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad with as many people as he can. Minister Jamil is the proud father of 11 children and the grandfather of 11 grandchildren. And he is the national, pleased with he's national known all throughout the United States of America. But with his grandchildren and his children, he's known as Papa. And even he does like that title, and he loves that one. So I'm here with the minister, Brother Jamil Muhammad. We're so glad to have you. Blessed us in the midst with your wife. You took time enough to stop by. To look at Bay Area Podcast 100, where we know your voice is going to reach audience beyond what we could reach today. We know that God has sent you, and we are blessed in the presence of you. You didn't have to do it, but God sent you anyway. It is your anniversary. He didn't come to do any speaking, but God laid him to Podcast 100. And we are so grateful and blessed. I feel the spirit moving in this place. So while I got to my right, to y'all left, my brother, I can call him my brother because I know he is a brother.
That's right.
I want to ask you one thing. What brings you to the Bay Area?
That's a good question, Brother Kevin. First, let me begin by saying in the name of the one God, who is the author of all truth and the sender of all prophets.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In the name of that God, that truth, and those prophets, I want to greet you and your viewers and the family and the production staff and this
Yes,
pretty
sir.
lady next to me.
Yes.
I hope y'all can introduce me to her at
Absolutely.
some point during the day.
Yes, sir.
But I want to greet you all with the greetings of peace and the
That's
paradise
right.
we say in the original language that Jesus spoke. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam,
We
sir.
know that Jesus didn't say peace be unto you because there was no English language on the earth at that
Come
time.
on. Come on.
We know that he didn't say, what's up?
Right.
Because he wasn't from my neighborhood back in D.C. But he
That's
spoke
right.
the language of the people, which is
That's right.
Aramaic or Arabic or in the ancient Hebrew dialects. It all sounds similar and the same. Assalamu alaikum, shalom alaikum,
Right.
assalamu alaikum. It means peace be unto
Right.
you,
Absolutely.
Brother Kevin, and to all
Thank
of
you.
our viewers.
Absolutely.
We came to the Bay Area to hang out.
That's right.
We came because it's our anniversary and we wanted to
Yes.
get away from the daily grind, and we thought, where's a good place that we can go and be anonymous and not have to do any work?
Right.
Well, that didn't work out so well. But we came to the Bay Area to
That's
reconnect with our brother Jamo and others of our longtime friends and brothers and sisters,
That's right.
comrades in this work, if you will.
That's right.
For the freedom, justice, and equality of our people and all
Yes,
people.
sir.
Yes, sir.
That's
And
right.
San Francisco and Oakland and the Bay Area, Northern California
That's
in general,
right.
has been an important destination for that. So on behalf of Teasha and myself, we are grateful to be here with you.
Man.
Let's
Grateful
just
to have
chop
you.
it up and have
That's
us
right.
a good
Let's talk.
conversation.
That's right.
Let's
That's
talk.
right. That's
And,
right.
it's certainly good to have you, Brother Jamil, you and your queen. And, we were just going over some conversation before your arrival.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
and some things came to our mindset and to our spirit that we getting ready for the anniversary of the Million Man March.
Yes, indeed.
And so, and looking back at your history, your bio is outstanding. I've been watching you too on different podcasts and YouTube. I checked you out, brother, and you all that and a bag of chips. Okay, anybody
right.
that's a spokesman for the great minister Louis Farrakhan that I had an opportunity to meet some maybe 12, 13 years ago at the embassy in San Francisco.
Yes,
And
sir.
that was one of my greatest profound encounters.
Yes, sir.
And then again today with you
Praise
and
the
your
Lord.
queen.
That's
I
right.
feel equally as blessed. I'm excited.
Well,
man.
we are excited to be here, brother. And you talk about the two things that I drew from just that brief comment. Number one, reflecting on the 30th anniversary
Come on.
of the Million Man March. It seems like only yesterday,
I
right?
know it. I know it.
But 30 years ago, we gathered on the mall in
Yes,
Washington.
sir. Yes, we did.
The minister calls for 1 million men,
Yes, sir.
but by conservative estimates, 1.8 million
Right.
show
Shut
up.
up. Yeah.
He doesn't call on a Saturday
Right.
when people are
Right.
off from work. He doesn't call
Right.
by asking labor unions or political organizations or committees or other institutions to fund the Million Man March.
Right,
No,
right.
he says, brothers, come and pay for it yourself
Absolutely.
on a Monday.
On a Monday.
When you should be at work, right?
Right,
According
right.
to conventional wisdom.
Right.
But
right.
all of those factors contributed to that being such a unique gathering.
Absolutely.
Yes.
A gathering of
Make a
1.8
sacrifice.
million men who threw away the artificial barriers between us.
Absolutely.
Religion and political persuasion and geography and gang
Absolutely.
affiliation and all the what church you from?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm from the Baptist church. Well, I'm from the AME
AME
church.
church.
Well, not me. I'm AME Zion. No, we didn't have any of those divisions
That's right.
on that day.
Speak.
We
Right.
came together as one brotherhood.
That's
and from
right.
the Million Man March 30 years ago, there were things that emerged
Absolutely.
and that are still going on.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that Brother
Absolutely.
Jamo will tell us in just a few moments about the organizational initiatives that grew out of his being inspired on
Yes, sir.
that day, on the 16th of October in
That's right.
1995.
That's
So
right.
brothers, I mean, this was a great opportunity for me. I served in that day. You can't recognize me on the video because that young fella had black hair.
Yes, sir.
And Okay, yeah, the black hair. And but you know, we were still there.
That's right.
And we're still here
That's
and blessed to be
That's
together
right.
with each other, still being brothers
Absolutely.
after all that time.
Absolutely.
When you met the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I wasn't there, but if I were a fly on the wall, I would bet you $5. I mean, if I was a betting man.
Right.
But I would bet you that when you met the minister and told him how honored you were, he shook your hand and looked right at you and said, brother, it is I who am honored to meet you.
Most definitely, he said that.
He said that because he means that.
That's
I
right.
also had the opportunity to greet him and I with a holy kiss.
Yes, yes.
And the softest skin on a man's face that I ever touched so
He
seriously.
no, he's a man uniquely made. And see,
Yeah.
I'm not here to work. You know,
Yes,
Brother
sir.
Jamil, I'm not
Right,
preaching in the
right.
city.
No,
I'm not doing it. I'm on vacation for my anniversary. Okay,
Go ahead,
got
bro.
that?
Go
Tell
ahead,
the
preach.
truth,
But
brother.
while I'm here, I got to say
Right,
this.
right.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is a man prepared by God for the mission that he has. He is a man in whose presence the artificial barriers that would keep us separate and apart and in disagreement
Right.
fall to the wayside and
Right.
become
Yes,
of
sir.
no relevance whatsoever.
Right.
When you're with that man, you are knowing that you're with someone whom God has blessed to see you for the best that you are.
Absolutely.
He's like the old supreme wisdom, Brother J-Mo.
Yes,
He
sir.
settles on the best part
Absolutely.
of whoever he meets and encounters.
Absolutely.
He doesn't even care about the poor part.
Absolutely.
I've watched the toughest, roughest, I mean, the bangingest gangsters come in his
sir.
presence and
Right.
become like little boys.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I watched the rappers come in.
Right. Right.
Huh? And they
Right.
sit there. You
Right.
know, the rappers sometimes get a little salty
Right.
with the
Right.
language.
Yeah,
But when they come around
Right.
the minister, they take off their hats and put them in their
Right.
laps.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you
That's
watch
right.
all the
That's
rappers
right.
with all their signature phrases.
Right. Right.
They don't say that
right.
around the minister.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you could ask the rapper when he come around the minister Farrakhan, what's your favorite word? He say Islam. But you know, sometimes when they get on the record, it comes out a little different.
Right.
But see,
right,
that's
right.
the kind of man that you and I met, Brother Keevan.
Yes, sir.
That's the
That's
kind
right.
of man who, like you said, that soft skin, the visage, the place. He's given to us as a gift by God.
He sure is.
When you see him, you know, black people will reject a leader quick. I can't have you as my leader. You can't even talk.
Right.
Can't say that about Minister Farrakhan.
Right.
Not at all.
I can't have you as my leader.
Right.
You ugly.
Right.
Can't say that about the minister. He's handsome.
Right.
You
Right.
can't be my leader. You can't even dress.
Right.
Oh, the minister's sharp he's sharp as an Arkansas hound too.
Yes,
Huh?
sure
That's
did.
because so you can't resist that man.
Right.
Because
That's
not
right.
because of the outer way he's made. That's just
Right.
the way he gets to you
Presents-
by
Yes,
God's
right.
permission.
Yes, sir.
Right.
But what's in him shows you the best in you, and it helps you to see the best in J-Mo.
Absolutely.
J-Mo can look at me and see the best in me,
Right.
and we all can look and see that Sister Teasha is
Right.
great and best and on
Yes, sir.
top.
Right,
So when we
right.
look at each other and see good,
Absolutely.
God brings it out of us.
Absolutely.
And that's the experience that we have
right.
with the Honorable
That's
Minister Louis
right.
Farrakhan. That's why I'm
Absolutely.
glad I'm not in the Bay Area to do no preaching and no working.
But you doing it all right. You doing all right.
Oh, boy.
We wouldn't have it no other way. That's why we call ourselves Bay Podcast.
Bay Podcast.
We keeping it 100.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we doing
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes,
you know,
sir.
without the shadow of a doubt.
All right, all
Yeah.
right.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
that was what was it like? You know, even when you was coming up as a student up under the minister.
Interesting question. I don't think anybody ever asked me that way. I don't know anything else. So I don't have anything to compare with. I don't have a frame of reference to say something opposite. But I can tell you that my recollections of the time in 1970s, the late 70s, when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was beginning to initiate the process of rebuilding the Nation of Islam, right, to its former status we had enjoyed prior to 1975
Right.
with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad among us.
Right.
In 1977 and 78, these were dark times
Yeah. Yeah.
for the nation
Right.
because the nation was seen as a relic of history, recent history, but still history.
Right.
And it was not seen as current or having a future in the
Right.
expression of Black America,
Right.
despite the fact that we were needed and very necessary with the
Absolutely.
message of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Absolutely.
Then, in the still quiet of the darkness of the day, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan began revolving like an atom of truth in the triple darkness of the circumstances of Black America. And as he began moving, he pulled together the forces that he had at his disposal. History tells us he reached out for the major ministers who had been with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad prior to 1975, from city to city and coast to coast all around the country. These great men heard him, but very few of them responded to him and say, I will help you rebuild the nation. So the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did what my wife teaches me to do in our household. He made use of what he had. And in making use of what he had, he took a little young college student like me. I didn't know nothing. I was square as a pool table and twice as green. I didn't know nothing. But he brought me in and told me what to do. And if I obeyed him, I was successful. If I varied from what he gave me as an instruction, I got a hickey on this side of the head and over here too. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan brought me in and put me to work, and I'm grateful for the life that we have lived. I got friends like you that I never would have had if I didn't come to help and follow that man. I would never have known the man that I call the unofficial mayor of San Francisco, Brother Jamo. Brother J. Everybody know Brother Jamo. I've been going in places in this city, and if I mention your name, I'm able to quell any possible bad situation and move into a better position of advantage. Thank you, Brother Jamo. I mean, from the Hunters Point, Bayview, the Fillmore, the Western Addition, down Alamany, up on the big block, Biz Valley, wherever I go in the city, if I mention Brother Jamo, I get in, okay? I, even before Potrero Hill started gentrifying, I was able to go up on 16th Street and say I know Brother Jamo, and it goes all right for me. Why? Because there's the love that is in that brother. That's what we see that the minister brought out of us. So if you ask what it was like, it was just an excitement, and every day was an adventure. Every day, like we get up in the morning and I showed my wife the picture the other day, 1978 yearbook at Howard University, and I was there. A young man, I'm in a suit and a bow tie with my national pin in my lapel, just like this one. And I'm standing there looking at the camera. You know, we was real serious, brother. Camera, like, what? Yes. But I mean, we were committed. We were dedicated. Allah has blessed me to be still here and have friends, literally, all over this country and places around the world that I never would have gotten. So I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have worked and learned and served and soldiered under the direction of that man, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because he never made us followers of himself to the point where we would become acolytes or believers of his as opposed to Allah. The character of the man is that as he trained you, he told you, you're not my follower, don't believe in me. He told me one time, said, brother, I don't have control over harm nor benefit for myself. You and I stand together and pray to the Lord of the world who controls it all. He told me one time, he said, brother, I don't know what the future holds. He said, but I know who holds the future. See, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is making believers in God out of us. That's why you connected with him, because you came to him as a believer in God, and he came to you as a believer in God, and you saw God in each other, and the flame lit, and you began to pick up. That's like it was up in the upper room. That's what I read there in the New Testament. See that upper room. See that Pentecost spirit came down. And see, in that day of Pentecost, if I recall correctly, don't do no preaching, but I do remember that in the day of Pentecost, the Spirit descended from heaven, and they were speaking different languages. But it was all based on one Spirit. One Spirit. And so at various different churches in San Francisco, the message may appear to be different, but if we look deeply into it, it's probably much more similar than we thought. You could go down over here to Third Baptist,
Right.
And you could hear at Third Baptist that 5 plus 2 equals 7. That's a true fact.
Right. Right.
Then if you
right.
go down on the
Right.
Embarcadero and you go over there with Bishop Franzo King, and you
Right.
you might hear 21 divided by 3
Right.
equals 7. You know,
Right.
you come to the
Right.
mosque somewhere in Oakley, you might hear the square root of 49 is 7. You know, we try to be fancy.
Right.
Square root of 49 is 7, right?
Right.
But the fact is, we're all saying 7.
Absolutely.
We got to be able to mature as a community
Absolutely.
and deal with the value instead of the terms.
Yes, sir.
The value is 7, even if the
Right.
terms are expressed differently to reach that value mathematically.
Absolutely.
So that's what I learned from him. I'm still on
right.
fire with the spirit. I wake up sometimes and I think about him. I just say, oh man, I thank you, Allah, for blessing me to be with your servant. My wife giggles in the morning when I get up out of bed. I jump up and say, thank you, Allah. The first thing,
Every day.
because I can't do nothing but that. When I tap her for prayer, say, come on, honey, it's prayer time.
Yeah.
We just excited. And
right.
we get
Yeah,
before that God on prayer rugs and we just thank him and lift him up.
Right.
So
Yes,
if you
sir.
didn't want no spirit type of guest, you shouldn't have had me.
I'm so glad.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm so
something.
glad to have you, boy.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm like that old Shouting John in the Shirley Caesar song. Y'all know Shirley Caesar.
Oh, yeah.
Some of y'all young people, y'all don't
Yeah,
know
I know
Shirley
Shirley.
Caesar.
Go ahead.
Shirley Caesar said Shouting John was blessed, but he went to one of them old conservative churches, you know.
Right.
They ain't do no shouting in there.
Right.
John was in there shouting, and then one day the deacons come out to his house and told him, so we got to deal with John. He in here messing up the dignity of our services with all that shouting and going on.
Right.
They come out to the farm to see John, and they say, John, look here. Look here. You doing too much. You doing the most, bro. All that shouting and hollering and getting the spirit and running up and down the aisles. You done hit 16th notes on the tambourine. What's wrong with you? John said, let me tell y'all something. I'm so blessed. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
He said, look around me.
Right.
That's where you hear that the meme that you hear. I got beans, tomatoes, corn, growing. That's from that song that Shirley Caesar would say. But she talking about the blessing. John's talking about how blessed we is and what he got on the farm. He got animals out there, he got livestock, he got all kinds of crops growing. The sun is beaming, the rain is falling. He said, I'm blessed. He said, matter of fact, now that I think about it, deacons, I'm gonna shout right now, hold my mule.
Yes.
And so I'm asking you to hold my mule because I shout sometimes. I get in it. I don't know what happens.
But go ahead on.
I don't know.
That's a Pentecostal experience.
That is the experience of the Spirit of Almighty God. And
That's
there is
right.
no doctrine, there is no religion,
That's
there's
right.
no denomination, there's no division, no association, no convention of
Yes,
religious bodies that can contain the full wisdom of God. God is bigger than your religion and mine too. He's bigger than your denomination and mine too. He's bigger than your madhab, your school of thought. He's bigger than you if you Hanbaliya, Hanafiya, Maliki, whatever
Go
your
ahead.
religious persuasion is. If you are a Sufi or a Sunni, whatever, or
Go
you're a
ahead.
Shiite, Allah said, I'm not none of that. I'm God all by myself. And I don't need nobody else to help me rule the universe. And maintaining it with the heavens and the earth don't even tire me out. I'm
ahead.
God all by
By
myself.
myself.
And when we
That's right.
approach him with the singularity of his person in mind, instead of the crazy Tower of Babel of our opinions on our minds, then we can win.
Right.
So don't tell me I can't be a brother with my brother who's
That's right.
Pentecostal.
That's
Don't
right.
tell me I
That's
can't
right.
be a brother to my sister who's
That's
a Baptist.
right.
Don't tell me I can't be a brother to my family who
Right.
are members of various different religious faiths
Go
or
ahead.
persuasions.
That's right. That's right.
We must first be what, Brother J-Mo?
Brothers.
We got to first be brothers. That's what I'm
Yes,
talking
sir.
about.
That's
Man,
right.
this is
Yes,
Bay
sir.
100 podcast. This is right here. This is what we talk about today.
Thought
This
you
Bay
knew.
100.
Thought
This
you
Bay
knew.
100 podcast right here.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's certainly good to have our spirits stirred up
Praise
by the
Lord.
minister
That's right.
and his beautiful queen, and they just
Man.
blessing us on their anniversary.
That's right. That's right. That's
and,
right.
and coming with no set tripping, teaching us
Nah.
how to conduct ourselves as men and women of God. I can't say enough, Brother Jamil, that I am full on this communion Sunday for
Yes,
the
sir.
Baptist folks.
Yes, sir.
You breaking it down,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
And I'm so glad to be at this table. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. I knew what
right.
God was bringing.
That's right.
I prayed last night
Yes.
that I called you and you was out with your wife, and I was just saying, I know God is blessing that union.
Yes, indeed.
And I
Praise
was
the Lord.
excited for y'all. I
That's
wasn't
right.
there, but I was excited, as almost as if I was there.
Brother, I tell
That's
you,
right.
we so glad we felt it. We did karaoke last night.
Okay.
I got to
Okay.
tell
All
you,
right.
we did some karaoke.
You
What do
can
we
sing a
do?
little
We did,
Motown or something?
Well, no Motown. We hit Frank Sinatra.
Oh, okay. You
Oh
you
yeah,
did it your way.
we threw a curveball at
Oh,
it.
you did you
Oh,
did
yeah,
it your way.
Oh, we did it our way. Yeah, but it was all right, huh? It was all right. But the hospitality, J-Mo, and if I can tell you business, and some of the other friends of ours took us to dinner last night over in Oakland and fed us a wonderful halal feast and shared brotherhood with us.
That's right.
With
That's
our
right.
friends from the Bay Area,
That's right.
from San Francisco, from Oakland, from
Right.
Richmond, from Sacramento,
Absolutely.
from Pittsburgh. It was just some love all
That's
over the
right.
place.
Oh, beautiful.
We got in town
That's
the day
right.
before that, and our
Right.
friends, the great musical aggregation, Papa Joe and the New Deal from right here in the Bay Area,
Go ahead.
they showed us love and brought us to the concert. And
Right,
we, and,
right.
I want to love, I can feel. Who, we did the whole thing. 'Cause who's your favorite Temptation? Because Paul is my
Okay,
favorite Temptation.
Right.
Well,
Right.
you know David's my guy.
David, okay. Well, you got the glasses.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Beauty's on the skin deep.
Right. Oh, yeah.
right.
Who's your favorite Temptation?
I think probably Dennis.
Dennis. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Went to new school. What about yours,
You
huh?
got that right?
You said David. Oh, say David 2, Paul
Yeah.
1, Dennis 1. All right.
Okay.
Well, we can keep on talking. But
But Paul's got a voice. Paul was more, actually Paul was the stepper. Actually, of the
Paul was a
group.
stepper and choreographer.
Yeah.
But when you hear Paul sing, his voice used to just crack with so much emotion.
Yeah.
And you
yeah,
know what I
he
mean?
felt it. Yeah. Yeah.
For once in my life,
That's the one.
I got someone. He'd be
Right.
frowning. He'd make the ugly
Right.
face. Who needs? Like, whoa, Paul. Me.
that's
I'm like,
it.
okay, brother, you doing his thing. So yeah. But I know that was a diversion. But I'm telling you.
No, but it was a good one.
But your spirit, man, the welcoming spirit, everywhere
Yeah.
we go. We spent the first 3 days of our time here over in Oakland. And my
Okay.
wife has never been to the Bay Area.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is
Okay.
her first visit ever to the Bay
Okay.
Area. She's from the Bronx, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know?
right.
New York.
That's right.
Yeah, she's from New York. So she
York.
keeps walking around the
All
street
right.
to the Bay Area going, who's that guy? I don't know this guy. Who are you? Why are you walking up close to me, brother? You know what I mean? But the first 3 days, we were over in Oakland.
Right.
She loved it.
Yes,
She loved it.
sir.
She
That's
said, now
right.
the next 3 days we in San Francisco.
Okay.
She said, now San Francisco got to come up with it now to match up with Oakland. Now they doing something over there. But this is our first stop in San Francisco.
All right.
And we're very grateful to be with you
Yes, sir.
right here on Podcast 100.
Yes, sir.
It's
That's
some good
right.
stuff happening in San
That's
Francisco.
man for sure.
Man,
For sure. For
not just
sure.
the jump shot,
For
but
sure.
the good stuff that's happening
Yes,
in San
sir.
Francisco.
For
and we are
sure.
very grateful to be with y'all. We really
Yes,
are.
sir.
Really
That's
grateful to have
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
right.
This is
That's
by
right.
far.
So what y'all working on lately? What's happening, bro? What's
well,
going
we're
on?
just talking to the brothers and trying to reach out to those that need to be reached if we can get to them. And most of them, we know that we serve, like you said, a mighty God that will
sir.
do what He's gonna do. Okay, and He's gonna use what He needs to use to get His work done.
Yes, sir.
And what we're trying to do here is just be a platform to reach out. And I know when they see that we have Brother Jamil, I know as God said, everything is by God's providence, that this podcast will be a place where they even feel comfortable to come to.
Praise Him.
Now that you're sitting here,
Yes, sir.
it's people like you, the spirits that you bring, the power that comes with you, ignites beyond these doors. So Frisco, we done went past Oakland.
Okay, yeah.
We down in Fresno.
Yeah, we
all
down
up
in
there.
Fresno.
We in Bakersfield right
come on now. We down in Central Valley. Come on now.
We going all through the valley.
Yeah.
And, we headed over to Los Angeles
Come on,
and places
come on.
like that. We reaching out to New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you know about New Orleans,
New
don't
Orleans.
you?
Know a little something about New Orleans.
I know.
Yeah, baby,
Yes, sir. So,
Yes, indeed.
crawfish etouffee, huh?
No, look.
I got cousins down there, man.
You got the cousins in your family, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Yeah.
Okay. But I tell you, now, there is, you don't have to give up gumbo when you start eating according to the Bible and the Quran. Right. I know you think, well, I'm a believer now. The Bible says don't even touch the carcass of the pig. I can't mess with no gumbo because they got that andouille sauce in it.
Right.
But look here, there's a way you can get gumbo
Yes, sir.
and jambalaya and etouffee without any of that bad stuff in it. Or they make a halal gumbo down there. If anybody want that, just call me. I'll get you hooked up.
Yes, sir.
I got the hook up for you. You can eat that. You can eat it. It's good, man. Do I look like I be missing meals? No, I do not. That's all I'm telling you. Oh yeah, man. But
right.
these cities of America, each one has its own character.
Absolutely.
But among our people, we're connected above and beyond the mere geography of a place.
Absolutely.
We would be fools to let a landmass determine who we are.
Absolutely.
I'm from San Francisco.
Right.
And you from Oakland, so we
Right.
can't get together and be brothers.
Right.
That's silly.
Absolutely.
I'm from Baltimore, and you
Right.
from Washington. That's 34 miles away.
Right.
You sound crazy talking about
what's
you
all
can't
that
be
about?
brothers with each other.
Absolutely.
I'm from New
Absolutely.
York.
Absolutely.
You from over Jersey.
Right,
Literally, it's just
right,
one river between.
right.
I'm not trying to be, New York. Okay, but what is this thing where we can't
Right,
unite on the basis
absolutely.
of that? So whether you accept the authenticity and historical factuality of the Willie Lynch letter or not,
Yep.
Right.
the Willie
Right.
Lynch letter has
Right.
effectively been
Yep.
put in place
Right. To
make it
among our
perpetual.
people.
Right. To
We
make it
divide
perpetual.
about we
Right.
divided about this and divided
Right.
about that. You from the Caribbean, I'm from California.
Right.
You from up south, I'm from
Right.
down south.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
what
right.
do you mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got to
Absolutely.
unite, and that's the message that I
Absolutely.
believe this program is sending out: a message
Yes.
of unity,
Yes,
safety,
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
cultivation,
That's right.
Yes, sir.
accountability,
Yes,
benefit, and progress.
That's
what
right.
Our
it's about.
young
That's
men
right.
that they say are in the streets and call them street organizations, gangs, crews,
Right.
whatever they call
right.
them.
Right. Right.
Those are the soldiers that will defend our elders once they understand.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Those are the
Absolutely.
soldiers that will make it possible for our little babies to go to school safely with a good breakfast in their stomach
Absolutely.
and
Yes.
have a good instructional day and overcome the educational divide that has been
Absolutely.
inflicted upon them
Yes.
in America. Those are the soldiers. So when you see those brothers, those are not hard heads that have nothing else to contribute. They just brothers. They strong and mighty and powerful. All they need is a little guidance.
Guidance,
They're like
teaching.
an ocean liner ship.
Without the rudder.
On the open water, they just need a rudder. That's all.
Yes, sir.
And the rudder's a little small
Okay,
thing.
little
All they do is
small.
move this way and that way,
Right.
and the whole ocean liner changes
on now.
direction.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is ruddership here.
That's
This
right.
is leadership here.
That's
This
right.
is the captain's bridge here.
Come on
This
in.
is where the
Right.
wheel gets turned and
That's
the
right.
change of
That's
direction
right.
takes place.
sir.
So
That's right.
podcast 100, this is what we do here.
Here's what we
right.
do it.
What we do.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
That's what we do it.
Yeah.
Brother Jamil.
That's right. That's
sir.
right.
Yeah.
Brother
That's
Jamil.
right.
Man, I'm
That's
glad
right.
to be out here.
Most
I'm
definitely,
country,
brother.
bro. I'm country as a
Yes,
syrup
sir.
sandwich. I don't know nothing.
Yes, sir.
But I tell you one thing, I'm in here just trying to do the best I can
That's
do.
Well, you
right.
did
That's
that,
right.
man. And we
That's
thank
right.
you. You know, is it any questions? Anybody?
If
Yeah.
I
Yes.
may, if I may, you know, because when the brother came, of course, because he's been here before, and I first met him when he came and spoke at Ella Hill when we used to
Okay.
be at Ella
In
Hill.
1988,
And,
you talking about?
Yeah, this was this is
88.
early '90s. This was the early '90s.
I was 2 years old then. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, Jamil.
And then just coming in, because being in San Francisco, of course, San Francisco ain't like some of the cities that the minister come to often that we see, people. Because when you came, it started, and then being that we done seen you on, with the minister in a real kind of way, it started
Yes.
making it more plain how much connected we really were. But when you came this particular time, one day I know you seen me and you was like, bro, James, where you going? I was like, man, it's this sister, that's 100 years old. I'm finna go see her. I was like, man, how many people you know that's 100? And he's like, man, I don't know many. He's like, man, I'm coming with you. But it happened to be, remember, with Miss Essie Webb.
Miss Essie, yes.
And Miss Essie Webb, and along with my great grandma, Miss Eloise Westbrook, is some of the pioneers of the neighborhood. And they got some of these streets named after them, along with other things.
Yes.
That's just our history. But you took it upon yourself to, involve yourself.
Yes.
In behalf of the love, from Minister Farrakhan, which was so beautiful to me, because these is like extended families.
Yes, sir.
Because these families, they done sat in the houses and had powwows on how they was going to overcome the challenges of their time. And us as the children, the grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, we all benefited.
Yeah. And, Brother Jamo, to mention that, two things came to mind. San Francisco, and many people who don't study history or pay close attention to it, Brother Kevin, they don't know San Francisco was not an easy place for Black people to live, particularly in the 20th century.
Absolutely.
San Francisco was one of the most rigidly segregated cities in California and in the West.
Absolutely.
San Francisco had a brutal police force that inflicted pain and suffering on the innocent citizens of this city for many years as a matter of course. San Francisco bullied its Black population into specific neighborhoods and then dumped toxic chemicals in those neighborhoods and took shipbuilding runoff and waste and dumped it in those communities and exposed the citizens of those communities to carcinogens and health challenges that they still struggle with today. San Francisco may look like Shangri-La, and it may be the Golden Gate City, and it may be the wonderful big city in California, but it had problems for us. Your great-grandmother and those citizens who got in those powwows in those living rooms and decided to make a difference are heroes, not just in San Francisco. They're heroes all across the country because they were seeking not to be brought in closer to those who hated them. They didn't want to be sitting there cheek and jowl, all cozied up with the police department and the folks downtown that hated them. No, they wanted dignity and the right to self-determination. They wanted the equality of opportunity that the Constitution said that it guaranteed, and so they pressed for that.
Yes.
Right? And they became heroes. And by the way, Miss Exie, you know I was her favorite. You know that, right? You know she loved me better. No, I'm not. I don't. No, she
make this up.
She can't make this stuff up. She's my favorite. That's my girl.
Right.
May Allah forever be pleased with her.
Absolutely.
She was such a wonderful lady. That's right. Hospitable and kind, inviting us into her home.
Yes, sir.
And that was a bygone era of hospitality and warmth and just kindness and civilization. Sit right here, honey. Can I get you something? Just as sweet as she could be.
Yes.
Almost, ideally, sometimes you got to take yourself out of the equation per se. But I was a little paranoid at first because at the end of the day, I don't know how she gonna respond bringing strangers to her house. So when she was like, J-Mo, and I immediately, this is my friend right here. And then he went on with the spill, with the love from the minister and all that type of stuff, which made it like, bro, you was worrying about nothing.
Kindred spirit.
No, that's what you felt when you met the minister at the embassy. It's that love. It's that communality, that connection between people who are doing the work that you're doing. Look at Brother Kevin now. Look at him now. He could be anywhere doing anything with the level of skill that you have. Your team of technicians and producers here could be anywhere producing broadcast quality footage to be shown on networks all over the world. They're dedicating their time to putting a message out that says to the least of these, you can do it.
Absolutely.
I was with my brother, and you all may remember Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
I was with Dr. Khalid one day in South Philly. And we were in the streets with the brothers moving out to let our people know that we were there and to bring them to the programs that we were doing to improve the community.
Right.
And as we came up 15th Street. I want to say 15th and Bainbridge, somewhere in that area. And there was a little man. You couldn't see him hardly if you weren't looking for him, but he was sitting on the curb. He had on a dirty wife beater. And you could tell he had a few beverages. You understand? And he was there and he had his head in his hand and he was sad, looked like he was crying. And Brother Khaled noticed him, Brother Jamil, and made a beeline to our brother. He put his arm around the brother on the curb and put the brother's head on his shoulder. Now, you know how clean Brother Khaled is.
Right, absolutely. Clean everywhere.
He had on one of them mustard colored suits back in the day, you know, with the high collar white shirt, with that red, black, and green bow tie and that shining bald head.
Yes, shining.
We're gonna, you know, Brother Khaled. And I mean, we got out in the community, put the brother's head on his shoulder.
Right.
She just wanted an excuse to put her head on his shoulder. You know, but put the brother's head on his shoulder, and he said, "Brother, I don't know what's bothering you, but it don't have to bother you. You're a great black man." And the brother looked at Brother Khaled like Khaled was crazy. He shook his head like, "Am I dreaming this?"
Right.
And as he shook his head, and looked at Khaled. Khaled said, "Come on with us, brother. There's a place for you in the black man's army."
That's right.
And the brother snapped up and blinked a few times, and whatever he was dealing with chemically, it changed. He came to the mosque with us. There was a brother one day, I remember Brother Kevin in Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
I was driving back from somewhere out in West Baltimore, and I pulled up at the light of Edmondson Avenue and Monroe. And I was sitting at the light waiting, and you know how you can always tell when a junkie is going to cop.
Right.
He got that thing on him. He's moving fast. He got purpose. He got that look.
Right.
And I saw a brother walk up the street and about to cross in front of me to go, looked like he was going somewhere over here to cop. Something hit me. I don't know, Brother Jamil. It just hit me. I put the car in park, put the brake on, and jumped out the door. I said, "Brother." He looked at me like, "I know you ain't talking to me." I said, "Brother, come here."
Right.
He looked at me like, "Is this dude nuts?"
Right.
I said, "Man, I'm calling you."
Right.
He actually came.
Right.
I said, "Man, get in the car." Get in the car.
Right.
And he really thought I was nuts. He got in the car and sat close to the door with his hand on the lever to get out the door.
Right.
I drove to the mosque. It's on a Wednesday afternoon.
Come on now.
Early evening. Drove him to the mosque, and all the way up there, I kind of spoke to him.
Right.
This is a family program. I can't say what I said to him. But I talked to him in direct.
This Bay 100.
This Bay 100. Well, no, that's...
Well, go ahead. Brother Jamil, do what's right.
Yeah, do what's right. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So we had a frank conversation in the car.
Right.
And we pulled up at the mosque. I said, "Come on, man, you going in here."
Right.
He really didn't know me from a can.
Right.
We went into the mosque, sat down, and he sat with the people, went through the check procedures, sat down.
That's right.
Now, he know he was on the way to cop, but his whole thing is out of order now. Now I'm at the temple with the Muslims. What's going on?
Right.
So Brother Abdul Rasul Muhammad, used to be known as Brother Fontaine Muhammad, now the general manager of Final Call Incorporated, was the assistant minister opening up the meeting that night in Baltimore. And he brought me out of the office onto the podium. "Minister Jamil." And as I walked up to the podium, the brother I got out of the street looked at me like, "I know you ain't nobody's minister the way you cuss me out." I know that. There was a mountain of skepticism we had to overcome.
Right.
We talking to him, and that night, the brother accepted Islam as his faith.
That's right.
And he became Brother David 4X in the mosque. He's no longer with us. May Allah be pleased with him. But he was a powerhouse of spirit.
That's right.
A loving, kind, good brother.
That's right.
Who always checked on the believers, especially the elders and the children and the women. And he checked on everybody to make, "You all right?" "Okay then." Because he drove a taxi cab. He was all over the city.
That's right.
But I want you to know, brothers, those who you think are the worst are sometimes among the very best. So when you tune in, what camera we on, right? I want to make sure. When you tune in to Bay Podcast 100, we keep it 100 here. When you turn in, when you tune in, this is a safe place for you to come and hear and be heard.
Yes, sir.
It's not a place for monologue. This is a place for dialogue.
That's right.
It's a place for us to talk at the table of brotherhood and sister, and ain't no problem too big.
That's right.
No problem is too big and too
Say it,
gigantic that you can't be saved from it.
That's
I
right.
promise you this. I bet y'all, there's 3 things. I bet you, I'm going to finish with this. There's 3 things even God ain't never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody looking at me now. You can see,
Come on, brother. Come on, Jamil.
you had me all the way up there. Now you talking about my Lord ain't seen something. But let's reason together.
Mm-hmm.
I submit for your consideration this afternoon that God has never seen a sin that he didn't hate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Every sin that is detailed in the scripture and put forward among the righteous to avoid and stay away from at all costs is something that God hates.
Right.
If you think of a sin, robbery,
right.
theft,
Right.
He hates
embezzlement,
Right.
Come on.
he hates it.
Hates
Right.
it.
He hates dishonesty.
Right.
He hates disingenuousness.
Yes.
He hates debauchery.
Right.
He hates bestiality.
Right.
He hates exploitation.
Come on,
He
minister.
hates all of the unrighteous activities of the world. They're like one big ball of negativity,
Right.
and there's not a single sin that God doesn't hate. See, I'm
Right.
telling you. So the first thing I'm saying is God never seen a sin he didn't hate.
Right.
Yes,
We still brothers.
Right. Still
All day
brothers.
long.
We still brothers. We still family.
still
Okay.
together,
We
brother.
still
Still
family. Okay.
brothers.
The second thing God has never seen
Mm-hmm.
a sinner that he didn't love.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm gonna say it again. We over here, brother. Is this where we are? All right. Second thing God never seen is a sinner that he didn't love. I know you think you got problems. I know you think you doing some stuff that can't nobody reach you.
Talk
You
to
keep
him.
secrets. You lay off in the cut. You move in the dark. You don't let nobody know this. You keep this from that and this from the other. You got family members that don't know some of the things that you do, and you want to make sure they never find out. You go in the community and you present yourself as a righteous person and full of the law and perfect to the commandments, but you're struggling.
Right.
But I want you to know that there's no sinner, that means you and me, that God doesn't love. He can reach you. He loves you. And sin, the reason why he hates it so much is because it keeps you from coming to unite with him. God wants you to be with him. He don't want you to be out here acting crazy.
Right.
It's Fleet Week. Let's get it on. That's not what God wants. God wants you to. So
Go
that's
ahead,
two.
Brother
So we
Jamil.
agree that he's
Two
never
things,
seen a
right.
sin
That's two.
that he didn't hate.
Right.
Never seen a sinner that he didn't love. We
Right.
still brothers.
We still brothers.
Well, let's
That's
go.
right.
Let's finish up then. God has never seen a soul that he could not save.
Save.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
If he know you, he can reach you.
Right.
And he knows you whether you know him or not.
Absolutely.
He can. There's no point so distant from God that he cannot reach you with his saving grace.
Right.
There's no
Right.
point so distant from him that he can't pluck you out of the ocean
Absolutely.
of iniquity and pull you back
out.
safe onto the
Absolutely.
solid ground of faith.
That's right.
There's no place
That's
you
right.
can
I
go.
bear witness.
That's
Go
Come
ahead.
on, and I got to bear
That's
witness
right.
too, huh?
Yeah.
That's my
For
cousin
sure,
right
for
there
sure.
from Louisiana. Yeah. But I'm telling you, brother and sister, there's
right.
nothing
Yeah.
that he
Come
can't
on.
save you from. So when you just throw your hands up right here, wherever you are today. Throw your hands
Throw
up.
'em up.
I'm a dope dealing so and so. I got to get out the game. I got to get out the game.
Oh man, you
Come on.
teaching today.
Come to
preacher.
him.
That's right.
I'm gangbanging. I shot 3 dudes last week. They don't even know I shot them.
Right.
Come up out of it because you could go down in it if you don't make a change.
That's right. That's right.
You steal and you rob and you take from other people that which they don't care to give. Some
Right.
of you are oppressors of women. Some of you are molesters of women. Some of you are destroyers of youth, but it can be turned around. It's not too late.
Never too late.
Come back to God and come back to the understanding
Yes,
that
sir.
you need him more than he need you.
Come on.
I remember
Absolutely.
Sam cooking the soul stirrers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is
Go ahead now.
it's an age-related
I'm
thing.
listening to you. Come on.
Sam Cooke and the Soul Stirrers had a song said, "Come, let us go back to God."
Oh.
They recorded it in 1951 on Specialty Records. Come, let us go back to God. That's the
right.
solution.
That
Anybody
is.
tell you something different, they're
Right,
crazy.
right.
Don't mean
That's
we
right.
spooky. It
That's
don't mean we
right.
don't know how this world works. It don't mean you can run on
Right.
up on us with no game, because we
Right.
did not forget where we came from.
Talk to
We
me.
just don't want to go back there no more.
Talk to me.
Right.
And if you come up to
Right.
us with some stuff bringing us back to where we came from,
Right.
man, please.
Please.
Game
Please.
recognize game,
Please.
huh? And big bank take little bank.
That's right.
Yeah,
And that's the way it is.
that's the way it is, brother. That's
Well,
the way it is.
Well, we're gonna cut right here, but you know,
Okay.
but we're gonna keep running.
All right.
The spirit is good
Yes,
in this
sir.
place.
Yes,
Once
sir.
again, thanks for tuning in with us at Bay 100.
That's
Brother
right.
Jamil,
right.
we'll see you on the next time
Yes,
you're in
sir.
town.
Yes,
We
sir.
have an open platform
Well,
for you
brother.
whenever you come through the door.
Right.
You're
That's
welcome at Bay
right.
100.
That's right.
Brother
That's
J-Mo,
right. Yes, sir.
you are the man.
Man.
Okay.
Ah, my
That's
brother.
right. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Hey.
Peace. We out. Yes, sir. Brother,
That's
thank
right.
you so much for having us
Thank you.
today.
To our audience, God bless and have a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Stevie. Man. All right. All praise to Allah.
You filled us up.